Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How you getting on today? So for once, if you can believe it, I've actually got a plan on what I want to do today. But it's quite big. It involves quite a lot of resource gathering. And unfortunately, I don't know if I have the time, so we're going to try and get it done today. And I'll at least hopefully start one part of it so you know what's going on. And in that way, that'll allow me to do some off camera once you actually know what we're doing and how I'm doing it. Let me just have a quick look. So that's totally fine. That's also totally fine. That's not enough, I wouldn't say. That's definitely not enough. And I have absolutely no mesa blocks. So yeah, if I can today, there's gonna be a lot of quick cuts to me getting resources, and then hopefully a project to go at the end of it, but I'm warning you now, I don't know what's gonna happen. The way my recording schedule works, I usually record the day I upload a video, then the full next day, and then we have the video to go up. Yesterday, I had another really bad migraine, I didn't get anything recorded, so I need to record all this episode in one day. How are these boys looking? You need to catch up, my boy. You're already getting scabby. Have you done anything? No, I don't think he has. Do assure you though, I'm not gonna try and rush today's episode. I'm not just gonna fill it with a load of waffle. I know that's kind of a little bit disingenuous when I'm literally standing here and I'm actually just waffling away, but I promise that's not intentional. It's just who I am as a person. I know I said I don't have much of this, but I do need to steal some anyway. Do that, make that. I actually didn't need that much because I forgot sightings come in threes. I already had some planks there. I'm an idiot. Now, where are we? Where would look good for a sign? Probably here. Here we have Bill the Protector. Is that how you spell that? It doesn't look right to me. Is it E-R or O-R? I'm sure someone will let me know. And then over here we have Ben the Regal. So everybody, say hello to Bill and Ben, the protective copper men. Now, before we actually get to monotonous work of all the resource gathering, let's do something a lot more fun. It's something that I've always wanted to do, but I've never really had the technical know-how or actual skill to do it. I think here will be big enough. Yeah, that looks fine. So I think it needs to go something a little bit like this. Now, these are all note blocks. If you're familiar with them, you know that they'll make individual sounds. How have I tuned them up? What do you think it's gonna be? Hit a power source. The easiest way to do that will just be... Do I have any pressure plates? No. Yes. I should be able to just link this up very easily, and I think it should work. So any final guesses? Let me know what your hunch told you before we play it. In 3, 2, 1. Worked amazingly. I'll probably have to bump the audio on that, but no, that was phenomenal. One more time. Honestly, phenomenal. Brilliant. And if you don't know where the original of that from, you're far too young to be watching my videos. Alright, as much as it pains me to say it, fun time is officially over. I have crafted myself some more shulkers, because not only do I keep leaving them places and forgetting about them, but the secret project that me and B are up to has, I think, something like 14 or 15 shulkers just full of nonsense. So I'm really hoping I don't have to do a run to the end just to get more shulkers just to do another project. You never know what's gonna happen. I also have absolutely no idea the quantities that I need. Luckily with the Guardian farm, after a little bit of AFK, and we do technically have infinite resources, so I think we'll be fine. Now the reason I've got a golden helmet on is because we need some warped wood, and it looks just as ridiculous as the very first time I put a helmet on. I don't think the fully armored look is for me. I'm gonna fill these up, I'm gonna try and get an idea of what I need, and I'll see you in the nether. Alright, by some miracle I actually managed to remember where me and B had been before, so quite quickly I managed to find myself the warped wood, and I don't think I need too much of it. But with that being said, better safe than sorry. Here's a montage of me mining wood at 10 times the speed. Holy hell, where did you come from? Oh my god! Alright, let's have a quick look at how much we've got. That's a respectable amount. Will it be enough? I'm not 1,000,000% sure. You scared the life out of me, my boy. That was not okay. Right, I'm gonna get some more off camera, and I'll see you back once I've actually got a respectable amount. That was such a nice landing, my goodness. Hello, I'm back, and I've got a lot of wood. And if it turns out to be more than that, then this project is even more ridiculous than I thought it was, and I'm in a hell of a lot more trouble than I realized. And what have I done here? Well, I need concrete. I'm not 1,000,000% sure how much I need, and I don't really know the fastest way of actually making concrete. But I tell you what, it was quite quick when I was making my logo. I was just digging out the ground, I was placing in the powder, and then washing it over with water. So I just figured, why not do that again? So I have. I don't think I have too much to do here, so I'm just gonna get it done. Place, 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 splash, sploosh. Dig, 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 dig. Now, if that's not enough concrete, I'll just make some more. It's not the end of the world. It's not the most time consuming, and it's actually kind of satisfying. So, yeah, that's another thing off the list. Is there anything else I need to do before I go mining for copper? Unfortunately, no. I can't see anything else to do. I guess I better go find a cave and find some copper. I'll see you there. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait for it to oxidize. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, I mean, maybe it won't take that long. Hopefully, maybe that'll be enough. Also, here's all the other spoils that I got on the way. I'm really hoping that'll do the trick. I really don't know. I must admit to being kind of concerned. I also think it's probably time to upgrade those, at least for now. Oh, these were storing XP. I probably should have known that. I swear I've played this game before. How'd you make blast furnaces? I want to say it's that. You need iron. At some point, I will switch these back to being furnaces, or at least maybe 2 and 2, because I do need to smelt some glass. Obviously, these won't do that. But for right now, I'm going to get them set up to smelt all this copper, which, yeah, it's going to take a wee while. So while I do that, enjoy this little clip of me finding a really cool cave. I know I mentioned that a lot, but the cave generation, look at this. It's insane. I flew in from, I have no idea where I flew from. Somewhere up there. Look at the generation. It's otherworldly. Also, as I've turned my back there, I've not got my spyglass on me. I'm pretty sure there's diamonds there, 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 and there. Ooh, and maybe down there. I'm getting distracted. I just wanted to show you the cool cave. Because look at it. It's ridiculous. I think I've accidentally underestimated all this. Mainly because if the copper has to be spaced out like this, all the way up into the field over here needs to be filled, all the way back here, and then into the field past the nether portals. So we've got, I think, roughly nearly 2 stacks here, maybe a stack and a half at least, and there is still so much smelting. There is just stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, and I don't even know if that's enough. I don't know if it's too much, too little. I just need to wait for it to oxidize, and even with the optimized spacing, I think it's gonna take quite a long while, which makes me quite nervous, because like I said at the start of the video, I need to record this all today because of my migraine yesterday. So if this doesn't oxidize in time, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to film. So just to make sure the video does have content, I've started messing around with this. I've replaced every block under the notes with emeralds because it makes quite a funky sound. So now our note blocks sound like this. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, I have a feeling that this will take quite literally hours, so I'm gonna go edit the video and we'll see what we can do in that time. Roll the transition. Whoosh. So to the surprise of no one, I was right. It's currently 5 hours later and I don't even have 3 stacks of copper yet, which, let's be honest, isn't ideal. However, it's what we have, it's what we're gonna use. In the time while I've been here, I've been trying to work out the easiest way to actually do what I'm trying to do, and all I'm doing is just, I don't know, really confusing myself. I'm trying to put down little templates so I know the easiest way to follow it, and I just keep putting them in the wrong place. And then I put in a lot of the template, and then just after I was doing it, I was looking at it, I'm like, this just isn't right. I couldn't work out how, and just basically my whole idea for how it's going to look. I was thinking it was going to be 2 blocks. I'm not going to tell you what, but I thought it was going to be 2 blocks, but it turns out it's 4, so it is literally double the size that I was thinking it was in my head, and was just putting in the whole template wrong, and just got myself really confused. Oh, I also made some light grey concrete. You'll see why in a wee bit. I've already started to move everything over. Have I even said what I'm doing yet? I don't think I have, you know. So, to tick off 2 tasks on the board. Number 2, more statues. And number 3 is to improve the Guardian farm. Now, you may disagree, but I think those 2 things can go hand in hand. Over here's the framework for what I'm going to be working on. And I tell you what, I already hate myself, because this thing is going to be huge. So I guess there's no time like the present. Let's whap that down there. Let's bring B over here. Let's get her set up for a time lapse. And let's get to building. Alright, so being honest, I think that turned out really well. I think this is gonna look great. I mean, I'm gonna be building it for the rest of my life, but I think it's gonna look amazing. I'm so good at landing. I did make one minor change from when I was doing the time lapse, and I don't really know if you can see it from here. Where will you see it better? Probably back here. Put your tails away, boys. Back here. These were all gray, and I don't really know why. I just didn't like it too much. So I just decided the corner will just be gray, and I think it maybe looks better, but I really don't know. I think because it's the main face of the actual Guardian, I think we will fine tune it over time just to make sure it does look really good. I have also added these corners in here to just give it the full block effect. This is just going to be one panel, and it is already bleeding me dry of all my resources. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, but I'm also quite excited for seeing how it's going to turn out. One more thing to add on. These gaps that I am leaving in the top, left, right, and bottom. What do you think they're for? Correct. It is obviously for their little, I don't know, spines, horns, pointy bits, whatever. How do their eyes look? No, actually, their corner of their eye is gray, but even that's the light gray. That looks a little bit too dark for me, but I can't quite think what I would use instead. These eventually, if I ever discover a mesa, will be turned into the horns. I have a plan for that, don't you worry. Now, when it comes to actually doing the rest of this, I don't really want the rest of my episodes just to be time lapses of each, like, side panel, the roof. And when it comes to the tail, maybe them and maybe the horns, because they'll actually be quite cool. But until then, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. But I also don't really know if I should do it all off camera. I'm a little bit conflicted, I can't lie. But I think that's a damn good start. Alright, I think it's time to wrap up today. Tell you what, we're getting all this episode filmed in one day. I really don't think I've done too badly, you know? Although this copper is slightly driving me up the wall, we are fairly getting there. I must admit, I did consider leaving my Xbox on overnight just so it would fully oxidize. But then I remembered my energy bills and very quickly talked myself out of that idea. When it comes to actually building the Guardian, kinda like I touched on earlier, I don't want my videos to get boring. I don't want every video to just be like, okay, today we're gonna work on the Guardian, and then just a time lapse of me building the walls, the roof, the tail, the back, the interior, everything, because that'll just get stale. It can be the coolest project in the world, and granted, I think it looks very cool, but if you do too much of it and just do it all the time, then it's gonna lose its, I don't know, fanciness, quirkiness, coolness, you know what I mean? But I would absolutely love to hear your opinion on it. If you have any ideas on how I can film it, if I should just honestly film all of it and have a video dedicated to it, or if you think I should just do it off camera, and then we can just do the interior decorating together, we can do the tail together, or just some, I don't know. Honestly, let me know what you think, because honestly, it's gonna take quite a long time, and it's gonna be quite hard to do off camera, and then also still make engaging, fun videos on a completely different topic. Especially for all the copper, I have to do this every time, because I've literally been doing this on and off, probably for at least 2, if not 3 hours, and I literally haven't done anything with it. I'm just throwing it in this shulker here. I did get more concrete. I mean, that's good. Also, before we do wrap up, I genuinely mean it. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I took on too big a project. Oh, feel sorry for me. I don't want my videos to become stale and boring. That's literally all it is. So if you have any ideas on the best way to film that, honestly, let me know. With that being said, though, if you didn't find today's video stale and boring, you can leave a like. Do that transition there. Phenomenal. I cannot believe how long it's taken these guys to oxidize. I've been AFK in here, not even exaggeratingly, probably 6-7 hours in total. I can't actually believe it. Holy hell, mad. What was I saying? I was bragging about how good my transitions were and then got distracted and away from the transitions. Oh yeah, leave a like on the video. Now let me know you're enjoying the content. YouTube knows you're enjoying the content. They then show my videos to new people because they think they'll enjoy the content. And then more people come to my channel and everyone's a winner. And by everyone, I mean me. And seeing as I'm your whole world, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot to remove my sugarcane. I was like mid-air and I was like, wait a minute. What was I saying? If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Videos every 2 days. Even when I've got migraines, the videos, they don't stop. We just do everything in a day and I slowly lose my sanity. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble. You don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see yous